Hi, I'm Ben, and this is my spoiler review for The Flash. And as you can see, I'm wearing my Flash shirt. I didn't wear this to the movie. I wore actually a different shirt. I wore a Flash, Super Mario, and Wario as the Flash and Reverse Flash. It's really cool. I really like this shirt. I got it off a website called Ripped. It's R-I-P-T. Ripped. Okay, but... Yeah, long story. I was originally going to see that. I actually saw this movie last Wednesday. I was originally going to see it like a week ago or two, but my mom had to have surgery. She's doing fine right now, but with that said, I actually had to see it at the Cineplex with my dad. I couldn't really see it at my old theater, at my home theater, because it got because the movie's bombing, so a lot of people didn't want to see it. But my dad really liked it, and I really like that. Okay, and as you can see from my last video, I explained I shaved off my mustache. Yeah, I have a mustache, but I tried shaving it off because I wanted to see what I look like without a mustache or something. But anyway, this is my review for The Flash, the movie The Flash. I really liked it. Elephant in the Room, yeah, Ezra Miller. He's done a lot of controversy, but I wanted to see it because of The Flash. And there's other good people in it. I don't really care for Ezra Miller, but with that said, I really like this movie. I like Michael Keaton as Batman. I like the actress who plays Supergirl. Okay, so spoiler warning. The Batman. I was worried what they were gonna do, and I thought, yeah, because Michael Keaton Batman lives in another universe, but this is like a flashpoint. Like he goes back in time and tries to save his mother, but in doing so, that causes not like it changes the timeline, but it messes with the multiverse. So his universe, Batman's universe, lives in replaces Ben Affleck's Batman with Michael Keaton's Batman. I'd rather they just do like a multiverse crossover, like the same way they did with Spider-Man No Way Home. But yeah, also, if you're waiting for Michael Keaton Batman to shake hands with Ben Affleck's Batman, that's not in the movie. Ben Affleck is in the movie, and thank gosh he doesn't have that robot voice. I was okay with it, but I'm glad he just has a normal Batman voice. And there is a cool scene with him fighting crime and stopping a heist. And yes, I should point out the CGI is not really good. Like there's some parts that look like Polar Express for some parts. Like I'm like, am I watching Polar Express? But yeah, and there are some cool multiverse crossovers. Like when they showed Barry time traveling with his powers, I thought that was cool, where they show how he time travels. But then they do the multiverse cameos, and they show Christopher Reeve's Superman, the old black and white TV show with George Reeves, and they even do a Nicolas Cage cameo where he fights that giant spider. For those of you who have never heard of this, Nicolas Cage was originally going to play Superman, and it was going to be directed by Tim Burton and written by Kevin Smith. And we're going to have Superman fight a giant spider, which was going to be like a Lex Luthor Brainiac fusion or something. I don't know. But yeah, they were going to do that, but the movie got canceled for reasons. It was going to be called Superman Live and everything. But yeah, it got canceled and we never got to see it. But they do reference in other things, like Nicolas Cage even did the voice for Superman in Teen Titans Go to the Movies.
Well, it is important to have dreams, I guess.
But with that said, I love all the cameos. There's an Adam West Batman cameo, but yeah, there's no CW Flash cameo, which is a missed opportunity. I feel like they were gonna do it, but it got scrapped. But that's just a missed opportunity. And also at the end, because there's a scene where Bruce Wayne helps him at the end, where he clears his debt, where Bruce Wayne helps Barry at the end, but I thought it was and where he helps clear his dad's name, and they showed him, and I thought, is it gonna be Ben Affleck's Batman or Michael Keaton, or what did he do? And who was it? George Clooney. Yeah, George Clooney makes a cameo, and it's at Batman. And it's like, what? And there's even a mid credits there's one like after end credits scene where the Flat Barry talking to Arthur Curry and they're getting drunk, but here it's like, and he's like talking to what happened, but that's really it. I heard there was gonna be other end credit scenes that were gonna set up like the Dark Side timeline in the Justice League movie, but they were gonna reference that it was gonna set up Crisis on Infinite Earth, but because of that, that got scrapped because James Gunn is making his own new DC universe, and because of that, that one got canceled. Because, I mean, these movies are, the DC universe, extended universe, are bombing, so maybe it's for the best that they canceled this. I mean, even without James Gunn, they're gonna get canceled anyway with all these box office bombs and mixed divisive opinions, so maybe it's for the best if we get a new DC universe. I know a lot of Snyder Cut fans are going to be like, no, we want Zack Snyder. Zack Snyder work has got off to a rocky start, and it only got released on HBO Max, his cut. Like, I'm sorry, if they're not going to do Zack Snyder, and I'm sorry, I'm not trying to diss Zack Snyder fans, I'm just trying to be honest and give you a harsh reality and give you some tough love. But yeah, but the plot. Okay, so Michael Keaton's Batman want to help because there's two Barry Allens. Like he goes back in time to 2013 and tries to stop General Zod. And yes, this is a very different adaptation of the Flashpoint Paradox. Like in the comics, it was Thomas Wayne. I saw the anime direct-to-video movie. I didn't read the comic. But with that said, but yeah, General Zod's the main villain, but in the comics it was like Thomas Wayne as Batman. There was like an Atlantean Amazon war with Aquaman and Wonder Woman. It was crazy, but here they changed it. Like they have Michael Keaton as Batman, a Supergirl, but they changed Supergirl. She's Kara Zor-El, but she's modeled after like Laura Lane Kent from like the Injustice 2 comic, but it's very different. So yeah, and General Zod, the Superman villain, is the main villain in the Flash movie. Like there's so many Flash villains. There's no Reverse Flash, no. I heard that because Barry's mother dies in the movie, and they do the whole time travel to save his mother, but the director clarified it was Reverse Flash, but they didn't show him yet and do an off-screen death, but they showed him off screen, but they referenced. But anyways, they do have kind of evil Flash. It's Dark Flash, I think, but he's like the other younger Barry Allen timeline because they did show an action figure of him. But yeah, but they sacrificed at the end. And all the multiverse was cool, like seeing all the cameos. I just told you that. But with that said, at the end he saved the multiverse. Barry went back in time and reset everything, and it was sad. And seeing his mother was so sweet, and that's what happened. And well, I think I told you everything. So that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you next time.